It's another great day here in northern Colorado and along the Front Range as we get ready for more of the MCLA on Stream It Sports, presented by Sub-Zero Ice Cream, Pinball Jones, and Soar Supply. Here on Sunday, March 15th on the campus of Colorado State University, we've got the Gators of the University of Florida in town to take on the Colorado State Rams. Beautiful day, lots of sunshine popping through. We've had plenty of weather over the weekend. Even though we do have that sunshine, I'll tell you what, down at turf level, that's windy. Very, very windy. We're just above the freezing level, about 35 degrees right now as we do our pregame festivities here and get ready for the 1 o'clock opening face-off for this game. But very, very windy. I'm sure that's going to be chilly for those Gators from the southeast of the United States. So it is CSU hosting Florida today, and if we discuss these teams, we'll start with the visitors who are coming in from north central Florida. The Gators are 4-3 on the season under their first-year head coach, Jordan Tracy. Now, the Gators have had some success as of recently. Just got a win on the road just last weekend on Saturday at Georgia Tech. They won 10-9 in a tight one. Overall, they've won 3 of 4 games. The Gators trying to continue that success as they're in the back end now of their 2026 season. Colorado State, well, they've lost 5 consecutive games. They're 1-5 overall after they started the season on the road with the win against Santa Clara, and then took losses, suffered defeats against Cal, Texas, TCU, Boston College, and just last Sunday, as you saw here with us, with Stream It Sports Productions, suffered a loss to Arizona State, 16-11. The Rams, under 8-year head coach Ryan McDonald, looking to build some momentum here, starting with a first step, which would be to gain victory against Florida today. Let's talk about some of these players here, impact players, presented by Soar Supply. Soar Supply is your trusted supplier for industrial, janitorial, facility, maintenance, construction, automotive, and office products, striving to lower customers' spending while rising above their expectations. We'll start with Florida, and we're looking at a few of the guys out there in the blue jerseys. We're going to lock in on their very talented midfielder in Ethan Schlamm. He's the leading point totaler for this squad and also the leading goal scorer. Very talented kid. Not a large guy, but very skillful and makes huge impact for this Gators squad, as again we mentioned they've had some recent success winning 3 of 4. For Colorado State, their story, cleaning up the little things, the fundamentals, is a big part of what can lead the Rams to success. And you know, you consider the game of lacrosse, if you can go make it, take it, and be successful at the face-off dot, well then, you know what, that's going to go well. So we focus on that guy. 1-4, Max Hall, the face-off specialist. I talked to the face-off coach, Nick Bruni, during pregame. He said early on when they had that California trip, not very good work at face-off, but since then a lot of improvement specifically with Max Hall. So keep an eye on 14 on face-off for CSU. It'll be a 1 o'clock face-off between Colorado State and Florida. The Rams looking for a victory here after suffering 5 in a row. Florida looking to continued success here on the road as they take their trip to the Front Range. Coming up, again, CSU and Florida here with the MCLA on Stream It Sports. Well, welcome back to a sunny campus here at Colorado State University. Sunny, yet windy and chilly. At field level, I'm looking at my on-site thermometer reading 45 degrees, but that is misleading because we got a very chilly wind out there right now. Lots of storm activity all through the Front Range, up and down the I-25 corridor, depending on where you're standing. I came from the west side of Denver Metro in the middle of a snowstorm with 5 inches and sketchy roads. You get up here to northern Colorado, and it's all clean and sunny, yet again, still very, very windy. A couple of days ago, they had to close down campus here because of the high and dangerous winds. Right now, we'll take a pause for the national anthem and come back for MCLA action here at CSU. Good spot to be for a Sunday afternoon to watch the MCLA with Stream It Sports, presented by Sub-Zero Ice Cream, Pinball Jones, and Soar Supply. Hi there, it's Marty Cesario. I'll be calling the game for you. Honored to do so. Our crew includes Phil Mildren, who's the lead man, executive producer, along with Justin Salvia, Rob Spradling, Jason Reshka. We also have Kennedy Wilkerson with us on the game cam. Very happy to bring you college lacrosse here. Colorado State taking on Florida. As we probe around, let's look for the goalies who are going to start this contest for today. And we'll start with the visiting team, the University of Florida Gators, who are in town from a long way away, right? Down in the southeast and north central Florida. We do know this. I've confirmed with the head coach, Jordan Tracy, that it'll be number 30, Kyle Iamsuri, who will be starting in net for Florida. And you can see the guys are still, settling into that midfield spot as they welcome each other and do the handshakes. But I'll tell you the confirmations on the goalies. We know Kyle Iamsuri is going to start for Florida, and we'll get a look at him in just a little bit. And that's important because Florida does rotate around a couple of different goalies, but today it'll be Kyle Iamsuri who will get the start in the cage for the guys in the orange and blue. And then, well, not surprisingly, it'll be Charlie Bebo who will start in net for CSU. Chucky will be the starter for the Rams as he guards the crease for CSU. There's Charlie right there doing his usual pregame routine. Charlie Bebo, longtime starter, 3-year starter for the Colorado State lacrosse squad. One of the intricacies I like, he always sprays a little bit of water out of the bottle in front of that crease there. It's kind of a barrier for Florida. Just getting underway. You see that opening face-off. Max Hall on the face-off for CSU. And we'll give you the visuals wearing the white jerseys and the green lids, green shorts. Those are the homeboys, the Rams from Colorado State. We are on their campus. A string of 7 home games being put together here in March and then at the start of April for CSU, wearing the blue jerseys and those orange helmets. Familiar Florida look. Those are the Gators who are in town from Gainesville. Florida is 4-3 on the season. CSU is 1-5. The Gators have won 3 of 4, including their most recent game last Saturday against Georgia Tech that was on the road. Colorado State have lost 5 in a row after winning their season opener on the road. Just last Sunday, as you saw with Stream It Sports, the Rams suffered a loss to Arizona State. And as you're witnessing during the scene set here, Florida gets on the board first and celebrating with his fellow Gators. That is Luca Malone, getting a first tally for Florida at the 14-12 mark here in the first quarter. And we'll give you a replay brought to you by Pinball Jones. Nobody picked up the cutter. Not quite the doorstep, but just a couple feet off was Malone, who scores it again, 14-12 in the first quarter, and the Gators are up 1-0. Our replays throughout the course of this contest brought to you by Pinball Jones, located in the heart of Old Town Square in Fort Collins. Pinball Jones is your go-to destination for an amazing pinball experience. So Max Hall wins the face-off. The Wings help him out. Rams get a possession started up and then send one from way up top. That's off. You heard the clang off the pipe, and the Gators quickly clear in transition from right to left on your screen. We have a quick whistle stoppage by the officiating crew as we look across the way at one of the Gators. That was Justin Posey. And we'll see what Florida's going to do here in this attack set after scoring on their first possession of the game. Again, that was Florida's Luca Malone at 14-12. Gators have cycled it to that far side alley and back to X. Found another cutter in that same spot, different release with the left, and they get another score. This time, the Gators get the tally from Justin Posey as the defense of CSU reacts, and we'll look at the replay. X across the way, left-hand release, low to high, and a score for Posey. Justin Posey at 13-15 first quarter, and a quick 2-0 lead for Florida. Rams awarded possession. That's a good thing for the Rammies. Nice swim through there by Mason Daly to execute the successful transition. Pause for midi subs coming in. Rams down 2, and we'll see how they react. The Gators scored in the first 2 minutes of this contest. We've just begun. 1 o'clock opening faceoff here in Fort Collins. Daly turns and sends it. It is wide of the net. Nearest CSU, they'll keep it. You see Iam Suri in net for Florida, settling in, taking a stab at that one, goes over the top. You will notice Iam Suri's not a big kid, quick kid, and a veteran as a senior, but not a lot of length as we've seen the last half decade to a decade of length and size being installed in the nets. Kyle looks sharp there. Man in front, that's Menard, and I believe that was wide of the cage as well. No recorded save for Iam Suri. Long possession for the Rams. That's a positive. Make the defense work, also settle things down after yielding 2 goals at the start of the game. Daly makes another turn on a 1v1, and it's over the top of the crossbar. Lachlan Rogers looking for a center cutter. There's nobody there. Nice defensive react. At least 2 defenders packing it in for the guys in blue. And then another whistle stoppage. Unforced error, ball out of bounds. Gators gonna get it. .43 degrees is what I have here at field level, and you can hear the wind, and probably will throughout the course of the contest. Matter of fact, across the way, you can see those flags whipping around. It is extremely windy, and 2 days ago, this entire campus was closed down because of dangerous winds and a lot of damage. The sad visuals were the old trees going down at the CSU Oval, the historic section of this campus. Losing trees like that, they're invaluable and irreplaceable. A shot from the near side alley, easily read by the goalie. James Poneke couldn't get it through. I Am Surrey will be credited with a save there. Here come the Gators right to left. Long pole bringing it up. Apologies ahead of time. Sometimes in this glare, looking off monitor, those orange numerals don't pop clearly for me off the blue jerseys of the Gators. Settled possession as Florida working an attack set. Low to high shot completely over the top of the cage. Ball actually came my way in my position. "35 seconds left on the shot clock, which you can see occasionally in the background. There's an unforced error and a nice job defensively by CSU. Caden Rain able to scoop it up. He'll be credited with the GB, and we'll see what CSU can do. Danger there. Thought they were going to turn it over, and that's been some of the things we've been seeing through the early part of the season. A lot of the little things. Not necessarily clean play, especially between restraining lines. Rams cycling it around very cleanly right now, looking for their first goal of the game as we are 6 minutes into the first quarter here in Fort Collins. Bouncer coming the way of I Am Surrey, and then it goes wide. Gators and Rams battling for it. And eventually long pole comes out with it, and he will easily clear through midfield until he runs into one of the Rams. Aiden Cover challenges that long pole and nearly forces the turnover. But Florida keeps it as the wind whips the jerseys of these lacrosse players and the flags in the background. And it is a cold wind. Good patience by Florida offensively. Under 30 seconds left on the shot clock. Found that spot again, and here it comes. Saved this time by Chucky. Charlie Bebo makes the save and earns the Hero Cam ISO. Deservedly so. See if that sparks the entire Rams squad, including the offense, trying to set up on the opposite side. Rams moving left to right on your screen. That is south to north here on campus. Always fun to be here on the grounds of Canvas Stadium. And a score there by Colorado State. Ethan Sheik gets the Rammies on the board, following up the Chucky save. And the react by Kyle I Am Surrey. Look at that replay. Right side alley, 1v1. Sheik leaves his man, and now he's celebrating with his guys. At the 7:10 mark in the first quarter, Ethan Sheik scores for Colorado State. And they get another one quickly. There's our impact dude on the face-off X, Max Hall. And you know the game, that's fun stuff when the face-off man gets a win and advances, takes the shot and scores. Look at Max with the left to the ankles. Two goals scored within 9 seconds of each other, and Max Hall will get to work on the face-off again. Ball's loose, wings battling, Florida comes out with it. They're going to shoot immediately over the crossbar. That shot wide, delivered by Ethan Schlamm, who we had featured in the pregame segment. Schlamm, a midi for Florida, their leading point totaler and top goal scorer. So that's the first time they've gotten a touch and a decent shot attempt from Schlamm. We'll have to see if that gets him activated. The Gators scored the first two within the first 2 minutes of the game. Recently, 9 seconds apart, the Rams put two on the board. Sheik and Hall have tied it up for Colorado State. And now the Rams are defending. There's Schlamm. Gators showing a lot of patience under their head coach, Jordan Tracy, and his staff. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Ball over the top of the midi. Scooped up by CSU, looking to capitalize. Momentum in favor of the Rams after the Sheik and Hall goals just a couple of minutes ago. Shot wide, Rams will keep. And here comes CSU. Oh, nice move. But a better save by Ayam Suri. So there's that quickness we were talking about from Kyle Ayam Suri, the starting goalie for Florida. Near side alley, Mason Daly with the power and finesse. Now he celebrates with his guys. 3 in a row scored by CSU. Ayam Suri, and the defense for Florida has some thinking to do. Let's look at the replay. Daly. Defender even had help, but Daly with the jump and the release from over the shoulder, able to score. Mason Daly, the senior midi for Colorado State, has just given the Rams their first lead of this contest at 4:58. And that momentum continues for Colorado State. Max Hall does a nice job on the faceoff. I jumped the gun. I thought that was going to be an easy scoop by the wing, but it goes out of bounds, so Florida will actually be able to try to clear out of their defensive area. And they'll take their time. 4.5 left first quarter. Rams have scored 3 in a row, Sheik, Hall, and Daly, after being down 2-0 to start this contest. And now it's time for the CSU defense to remain stout. After giving up 2 early goals, they've allowed nothing for the last 9 minutes of clock time. And physical play up top at the restraining line. There's one way to defend. Can't score if I drop you to the turf. Back to X. Looking for crease roll. Nothing there. That's gorgeous lacrosse. Give them respectful credit. Schlam able to find his teammate. That was Jack DeRestal. And the Gators have tied it up. We'll look at the replay here from Pinball Jones. Yeah, that's why Schlam's so good. He was definitely trying the crease roll, but it wasn't there. So he peeled back, kept his head up, great vision, delivered a beautiful pass, and Florida has tied it up at 3:49 here in the first. And then the Gators make it, take it, and they're set up here on the left side of your screen. Bounce attempt is perfect. And the Gators have scored 2 in a row to regain the lead. Ethan Schlam feeling it. He gets a helper, records an assist, and then he solves that guy, Chucky and Ned. Let's look across the way. Crank off the turf and past Charlie Bebo. 3:10 mark. Ethan Schlam scores his first of the game. Now Florida is back on top by 1. And the Gators are awarded possession as we isolated in on that faceoff. Solano Benitez was 99 who was working faceoff for the Gators. Collectively, 7 different goal scorers in this game so far. Recently, Schlam and DeRestal. So a game of mini surges, too. Florida scores the first 2. Colorado State then strings together 3 in a row to gain their first lead. And then most recently, 2 straight by Florida again. And we've got a 1-goal differential with the guys in blue having the advantage for right now. And not anymore. Mason Daly is the first multiple goal scorer in this contest as he gets another one past I Am Surrey. And we'll look at the replay once again. Looked like a great trail check, but Mason was too strong and able to keep possession, and then he scores. 2:11 mark, first quarter. Mason Daly, his second tie game, 4-4. Here's the faceoff. Well, that was very clean by Florida. And that's twice in a row we've seen good work by Solano Benitez. 99 on the roster. This broadcast production supported and invested by the Colorado State men's lacrosse squad, but hopefully you appreciate that investment as you're watching in North Central Florida. Also, thank the support of Sub-Zero Ice Cream, Pinball Jones, and Soar Supply. From up top as Florida celebrates, that was a strong shot coming from the Gators, who've now again retaken advantage. Big 2-0 scoring for Florida. That's Aaron Lauer. Lauer's first in this game. There is head coach Jordan Tracy for the University of Florida. Nine goals in the first quarter. We have 1 minute left here in this opening frame. The Rams tied it up at 2-11 with Mason Daly scoring his second, but recently, as you just witnessed, Aaron Lauer getting his first and getting the Gators the lead again. We'll see if the Rams can tie it up before we hear the horn. Some good work there by the Rams. Brandon Krause, the freshman, getting a shot off, but it was wide. Rams going to keep it. Half a minute left here in the first quarter. Again, the shot not true, but looked like CSU was going to keep it. Not the case. Gators will try to clear and perhaps get a shot off before the end of the first quarter. Florida's happy with their advantage after 1 quarter of play. Well, that's pretty exciting. Tight game. That's what you want, right? You like the lacrosse entertainment? We got some for you here. Aaron Lauer regains the lead for the Florida Gators. Those guys in blue right now with the slim advantage. We'll take a break. You're watching the MCLA on Stream It Sports with Sub-Zero Ice Cream, Pinball Jones, and Soar Supply.
I'm Dr. Freeze. I love science, I love ice cream, and that's why I'm here at Sub-Zero Ice Cream. The process is simple. Choose your cream. Gourmet flavors. You guys have tiger's blood? And fresh mix-ins, resulting in millions and millions of combinations. Then it's frozen right before your eyes. Wow! Nitrogen-blasted ice cream creates crystals 10 times smaller than normal ice cream. I can't even see them. Smaller crystals means smoother ice cream. It's fresh, it's delicious, it's science.
It's always fun to see what the crew's going to have for us as we take breaks and come back. There's a nice shot of the Florida Gators, and then over on the top right, well, that was CSU, and now we ISO in. So excellent work on the part of Jason and Kennedy giving us the shots. We'll get the score back up. The score bug for today in this contest provided by Sub-Zero Ice Cream. Ice cream for everyone and every need, because we all like the ice cream, right? I don't care if it's windy and cold right now. I'll take the ice cream. Sub-Zero's at 1501 West Elizabeth in the Campus West District of Fort Collins, just the west side of campus here. Science never tasted so yummy. There's head coach Ryan McDonald, the 8th-year head man of this program, of course an alum of CSU, and also this program has a national championship under his belt. And there's first-year head coach Jordan Tracy for Florida. His squad has the lead right now. Tracy's interesting individual, unique. Played ball at Rochester Institute of Technology, finished at Southern New Hampshire. A bass fishing guide with the Walt Disney World Resort. He also raises cattle in north central Florida. So that's a dynamic individual with some stories and some layers to him. Right now, Jason Tracy and the Gators are pleased because they have a 1-goal advantage as we flip sides and now begin the second quarter of play here on the campus of Colorado State University in Fort Collins. The Gators started the game with 2 quick goals within the first 2 minutes. Then the Rams scored 3 in a row to take a lead. Squads have been trading since then, and now the Gators able to get one in the first 25 seconds of this second quarter as we ISO in on one of the Florida dudes. No one able to find Jack DeReestal coming from behind the cage at X, and right at the doorstep, able to dunk it for Florida. You can see the sweatpants, his pant legs flipping around, and then you look at the face-off guy for CSU. Well, his jersey's coming up his backside. By the way, that was Colt Busta getting some work. I'm gonna have to verify if I'm saying Busta or Busta. Usually I'm calling out Max Hall's name at face-off. Another goal on the board for Florida. So they're on a rush again to start off a quarter. And the reaction from Chucky in net. And we'll look at the replay. What happened here? Nothing really fancy as Brendan Nace scores his first of this game for Florida. So DeRestall and then Nace within the first minute of the second quarter, and now Florida has a 3-goal advantage. And collectively, going back to the first quarter, that is 3 in a row scored by Florida, and now that compels the timeout called by the staff of Colorado State. Taking that wide shot off of Kennedy's camera as these squads take a break. Jason's giving us a look of Florida as we hang out and kind of get the pretty visuals. Still lots of sunshine, as you can see, splashing off the Gators' helmets. Also, as I pause, you can still hear that wind whipping through. Colorado State breaks their huddle units as we isolate in on head coach Ryan McDonald. We're trying to organize a quick visit and react from head coach Ryan McDonald or a member of the CSU staff at the halftime break. We'll have to see what the moods and vibes are like. Right now, CSU, serious looks on their faces as they are down 3 now after giving up 3 consecutive Florida goals. The good news is Rams have possession. Cutter coming through, got the shot off. That was Aiden Cover right there in the slot. The balls have been sailing high in this game for both squads. Nice save by Ayam Suri. I thought that was a great whip from the hip from CSU, but Ayam Suri makes the save. And now the Gators will move to the north with their 3-goal lead as we're 2 minutes into the second quarter. Rams defense looking to get more stiff and solve what's been happening here at the start of the second quarter. Not that time, another goal scored by the Gators, and that is Schlam with his second of the game. Ethan Schlam for Florida. You saw that was a 1v1 situation near side or right alley. Schlam, who's not a very tall guy, almost using the length of the defender for some visual distraction with Charlie, the goaltender. And then a beautiful shot and great placement. 12:37 mark in the second quarter. Ethan Schlam scores his second. That's now 4 in a row collected by Florida going back to the end of the first. And it's becoming a sizable lead for the Florida Gators. Those replays brought to you by Pinball Jones, Old Town Square in Fort Collins. Go get your game on at Pinball Jones in Old Town. Colorado State looking for a momentum-changing play here in the second quarter. I'll take a CT and then a ground ball scoop and a self-clear by one of these defenders for CSU, just to get us all excited. Change some momentum up for the Rammies. Here comes a shot from Florida. Charlie might have gotten a piece of that. I like the reaction of the defenders. There's Bebo, the goalie for Colorado State. And he has it, and he'll probe around for his choices. Near side here. Gottlob to midfield. So the Rams do a good job. Mason Daly's coming. Oh, trail check, popped it loose. Ryan Menard with a nice reaction. And then Daly's going to try to chase it down. He is sent to the turf. How do you like that tight shot? You likely don't like the results if you are a Colorado State lacrosse fan. So after all that, the Gators are going to advance back down to the north. Four and a half into the second quarter. The Gators have scored 3 within the second frame, and they have the ball. Oh, that was a nice pass to the interior. The quick stick was not true and didn't go through. And then just a scramble for a ball results in one of the Gators scooping it up, and he sends it in. You can kind of hear the giggles in the background. Those are the Gators on the bench enjoying themselves as Florida puts another one in. You see that miss from right there in front of the crease, and then guys battle for the loose ball. Pops in the air. Justin Posey able to get possession of it, just makes a turn and realizes, yeah, I got a shot with that. With the left, 16 Posey scores his second of the game. And now Florida is up by 5. And you see the Gators are doing a good job on face-off, too, following up these goals here in the second. They repeatedly have possession of the ball. Now possession awarded to Colorado State. We'll see what the Rams can do as they try to bring it up. Not much, right? As you can see the flow of the players going back the other way. It's been a long time since the Rams had that 3-goal rush with Sheeks, Hall, and Daly. Back about halfway into the first quarter. That's when the Rams were able to get their only lead of the contest. At that point, it was 3-2 after Daly scored at 4:58 in the first quarter. Since then, a lot of Gators scoring. Seven of the last 8 goals have been collected by the Florida Gators. And an unforced error, a turnover, a good thing for Colorado State. Who's going to be the catalyst for CSU as they try to get a first goal to begin a surge of consecutive tallies for the Rams? That's Menard, far alley. Gators defend the X position very well there, so Menard sends it back up top. They're trying to get it to Lachlan Rogers, which is always smart. If you know the career of Lachlan back there, he's so good at what he does. And clearly Jordan Tracy and the Florida staff have watched enough tape of CSU. Ooh, a crafty shot sent there. Sponeke. Still see that flag across the way, whipping around. That's a cold gust coming through campus. Loving the patience of CSU in this set. Menard tries to take the shot. It caroms off the leg of one of the Florida defenders. Plenty of time left, shot clock, 25. Ball trickles through to I Am Surrey, and he's able to collect the ground ball. He may get a save out of that. So no success after all that possession for CSU. I do like that the Rams did possess the ball for that long. Give the defense a break, talk to each other on the other end, recollect themselves. Little successes with exchanging the ball in your own attack area. But of course, consolation prizes, not what you're looking for. Didn't get a goal on the board. And now the Rams are defending again. And the Gators have that 5-goal lead as we're under 6 to play here in the second quarter. Nice aggressiveness on the loose ball. Here come the Rams. I Am Surrey being aggressive and challenging Lachlan Rogers. So again, that's another situation where you see the Gators are clearly having Rogers on the radar. They do not want number 7 to be operating the offense. I Am Surrey forced the turnover. And the Gators have it again. Now we're under 5 left in this first half of play. Nice save by Charlie Bebo. There was a Gator parked right at the doorstep, and Charlie recognized that, but then he able to execute well. Made the read on it and disallowed the dunk. Now the Rams need to reward him and the defense by putting one in net. Rams have led once, 3-2. at 4:58 in the first quarter. We've had 2 ties since then, but also a whole lot of goal scoring by Florida until now. There's the reward. The complimentary lacrosse. Jack Rigo gets his first in for Colorado State. And the reaction of Florida. And now the replay from Sub-Zero Ice Cream and Pinball Jones. Right in front, Jack Rigo. Great recognition by Cullen Gorman. 44-22 and a goal score for Colorado State. And here's the adjacent faceoff. Hall had it for a moment, and then it was popped out of his stick head, and the Gators have it. Look at him send it back to I Am Suri. Now the Gators, you see, taking a timeout, and we'll go ahead and take a break. Rams just scored, but those guys, the Gators, still have the lead. You are watching the MCLA on Stream It Sports with Sub-Zero Ice Cream, Pinball Jones, and Soar Supply.
How you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Hey, Mason. Thank you.
A place to make my own. A place that I call home. This place that I call home.
Defensive unit has been freed by defensive coordinator Corey Hughes. Offensive dudes still talking it out with head coach Ryan McDonald, just in the center of that shot right there. You're watching the MCLA on Stream It Sports, supported by Pinball Jones, Sub-Zero Ice Cream, and also Soar Supply. Soar Supply, your trusted supplier for industrial, janitorial, facility, maintenance, construction, automotive, office products, striving to lower customer spending while rising above their expectations. Also, shout out to the Mulligan family. Soar Supply directly connected to former CSU lacrosse player Kevin Mulligan. (9-5) the score. Rams trail by 4, but they have the most recent goal scorer. That was Jack Rigo, his first of the game at 4:05, assisted by Cullen Gorman. That was after the Gators scored 7 of 8. And now they've been able to answer the Rigo goal with another one on their own. 2-3 with the gray hoodie getting in on the action. Zach Holleran scores his first of the game for the University of Florida. Really not a lot of fancy there. Crease roll left. He departed the defender and then able to stuff it through. 23. Holleran scores his first of the game. And now the Gators have double digits here in the first half of play in Fort Collins. Rigo scoops it up. CSU has possession. And we'll see if they can regain a little bit of momentum there. It was Rigo who scored just a couple minutes ago. Little something different. You see an error there leads to Florida. You can keep an eye on starting to put Rogers at some different spots instead of parking him back at X position. He's capable of doing anything on the field as an offensive threat for CSU. So keep an eye on that. But credit Florida's defense, able to get possession of the ball themselves. Rams trying to repeat that feat as guys scramble for that loose ball just to the right of the midfield line, and the Gators come up with it. There's those little things. You see some pressure on ball by those high defenders for CSU, trying to make something happen. I like that. Get a little aggressive, down 5. Under 90 seconds left here in this second quarter. Oh, good help defense right there. The ball pressure was great, and then he got some help there defensively as well. That was Joe Dixon on the help. And we'll tighten in on Charlie as he looks around. Florida still has it with time on the clock. And now they put another one through. And a hat trick in the first half for number 2, Ethan Schlam, the midfielder for the Gators. We'll get a replay from Pinball Jones. And that is crafty. Schlam receives it off balance. And before he's attacked by the defender, goes behind the back. Now Nick Bruni switching things up for CSU on face-off. Nolan Huffner taking the face-off of the Rams there. 45 on the bottom of your screen, now subbing out. 20 seconds left here in the first half of play. Florida up big by 6. All right, aggressive work by CSU's defense. Johnny Alejo sending a Gator to the turf, and it creates a turnover. The Rams get one shot off. And that will end our first half of play. A dominant second quarter puts Florida in this position, scoring 6 out of the 7 goals here in the second to create what you see there on that scorebook. At the halftime break, Florida leads by 6. You're watching the MCLA on Stream It Sports, and we'll take the halftime break.
Welcome to Sub-Zero, where you can be your own boss. Franchising allows you the opportunity to run your business without having to go at it alone. Let Sub-Zero help you build your business. Fresh to frozen ice cream in seconds with Sub-Zero's patented process, as seen on Shark Tank. Sub-Zero ice cream is always custom and always fresh. Freezing with nitrogen allows customers to create millions of flavor combinations. Each ice cream is customized for every guest and meets any dietary need. You'll create memories for each guest and see their eyes light up when the nitrogen fog rolls out. Watch their delighted faces as they experience the smoothest, creamiest ice cream. Run your store like a pro with a franchise system built to support and help you. Get started today by visiting the Sub-Zero franchising website.
Being a cowboy, I don't know anything different from when I was 3 or 4 years old. I did tough things. I thought everybody needed to do tough things, and if you didn't, I didn't have time for it. I had a very successful career at a very young age, and life was fast. I was preparing physically. I wasn't doing anything mentally on the inside. And then I got hurt. I wanted to be better as a person, and I really dug into mental health. I start my day with 20-minute workouts. I live life 8 seconds at a time. Horses are so therapeutic. They know what you're feeling. When you're nervous, they're nervous. He won't say it back, but we're pals. I take a lot of responsibility in taking care of my kids, my family, and being there for them. You're gonna have tough days. Everybody does. Find a place to stop and just breathe. Love your mind.
Another shot to the west as you see the wind still whipping the flags. And then also you see the score right underneath as head coach Jordan Tracy walks by for Florida. Those Gators, his guys, are in a good spot, up 6 goals after 2 quarters of play. Marty Cesario, along with the Stream Sports production crew here, providing you some visuals from that first 30 minutes of action. A whole lot of those guys celebrating as you see their goal scoring. They started the game with 2 goals within the first minute and 45 seconds. And then what was nice is the Rams able to get some work done, scoring a couple times. They scored 3 consecutive. At one point, the Rams had the lead 3-2 at the 4:58 mark in the first quarter. Continue to see some more of that work there. Max Hall doing a nice job as the Rams were still in a good spot within that first quarter. That was the Hall goal at the 7:01 during that 3-goal surge, which included this, a strong shot from the senior leader, Mason DeLiver. So that put the Rams up 3-2. From that point, you're going to see a lot of work by the Gators. At 4:58 in the first quarter, the Rams had the lead 3-2. From that point on, the Florida Gators outscored Colorado State 9-2. And that includes a second quarter as we continue to show you those highlights where Florida outscored Colorado State 6-1 in the second frame. This halftime segment brought to you in part by Sub-Zero Ice Cream. Ice creams for everyone, for every need. We all need the ice cream. You should visit Sub-Zero at 1501 West Elizabeth on the Campus West district of Fort Collins. Science never tasted so good. Sub-Zero Ice Cream providing this halftime summary along with these outstanding highlights. I love this one. Jack Rigo getting his first on the board. And then I keep repeating myself. I want to credit Cullen Gorman on the work he did with the assists there that he recorded. But continuously, Florida doing things like that. We're just exploiting some opportunities. And then we finish off the highlights with this filthy goal by Ethan Schlamm. The more the guys zoom in and slow down that replay, you realize the outstanding work of the midfielder, Ethan Schlamm, where he was off balance and went BTB and able to solve Charlie in net there. That was the last goal scored in the second quarter. So the Gators are up 6, but we have at least 30 more minutes of lacrosse. Final 2 quarters coming up from Fort Collins. Stand by. This is MCLA with Stream It Sports.
I'm Dr. Freeze. I love science, I love ice cream, and that's why I'm here at Sub-Zero Ice Cream. The process is simple. Choose your cream. Gourmet flavors, you guys have tiger's blood and fresh mix-ins, resulting in millions and millions of combinations. Then it's frozen right before your eyes. Wow! Nitrogen-blasted ice cream creates crystals 10 times smaller than normal ice cream. I can't even see them. Smaller crystals means smoother ice cream. It's fresh, it's delicious, it's science.
Face-off begins the second quarter of play. Success for Colorado State. Max Hall with the face-off win and the ground ball himself. So it's a good start for the Rams as they have a lot of work to do, down 6 goals as we begin the third quarter of action here on the campus of Colorado State University. We're on the grounds of Canvas Stadium here. The football facility is just right behind us to the east. Good crossover there. I'm still hawking John Holthouse, the offensive lineman, Keegan Shank, the defensive lineman for head coach Jim Mora's football squad. They'd enjoy that work there. Look at that pass. And the Rammies parking an offensive player on the doorstep there and getting a goal. Aiden Cover stuffing one in as we look at Aiden come this way to celebrate with his teammates. So within the first 40 seconds, roughly, of the third quarter, the Rams get a face-off win for Max Hall, and then that guy able to put one through. Look at these guys, the transfers. Menard makes the turn. Look who's there. Cover, quick stick, and it goes in. Nice work, Rams. Jason face-off. Max Hall wins it. He pushes forward, takes the shot. It's saved by I Am Surrey. And I Am Surrey will get the benefit of having it fall within his crease, and he scoops it up. But still, 14-18 mark. Menard finds Cover, and the Rams score first here in the third quarter. That was Cover's first of the game. The Rams react for the turnover. Numbers are right. Rigo comes in. Nice save by I Am Surrey. Rigo's momentum was working away from his right-hand stick release. So I think that challenged him. And then let's credit Kyle I Am Surrey with the save. Now, still good start for CSU. They get a pair of face-off wins from Max Hall. They get the goal from Aiden Cover, from Ryan Menard. And now we'll see what the defense can do for Colorado State. CSU giving up 11 goals to Florida in that first half. That shot attempt is wide, coming off the stick of Zach Holleran. Nearest Gators, they keep. Just over 2 minutes into the third quarter. Here's Ethan Schlamm, takes the shot, and what a great ball placement there. Wow. He was covered well by the defender. Charlie was in position, but an outstanding shot by Ethan Schlamm. Yeah, and we're going to get a replay from Sub-Zero Ice Cream. Look at this. Even stick side finds a spot. Ethan Schlamm with his fourth goal of this game. And that hurts the quick surge of momentum to start off the third quarter for the Rams. They were doing so well, but Schlamm just able to put one through there at 12:29. Tighten in on Ian Surrey. And I'll correct myself, it's Kyle I Am Surrey. I don't know why I switched back to that. So the Gators got a dozen, half dozen for the Rams. CSU in white has possession of ball now as an errant pass comes all the way through to the interior, and it's snagged by Big Joe Dixon. Here in the third quarter, Rams attacking to the north. Menard takes the shot. Not much of a threat for I Am Surrey in net. Colorado State will keep possession. Crafty little bouncer shot there. It comes through the crease. Nice reaction by CSU to keep the possession. Shot clock at 40. Plenty of time for CSU. Nice roll dodge. Cover trying to bounce one through. It's wide. Daly will get to it. Rams will keep it. That trail check from behind pops the ball to the turf, and the Gators able to scoop it up. So an empty possession for CSU, and let's credit the work of the defenders for Florida. Schlam back at X. Near side alley, back up top. Gators up 6. Back to Schlam. Gets rid of it before Dixon was able to get to him. So a little lack of focus on the stick work of Florida in that possession. Dixon to Charlie up top, and here comes the clear from CSU. Dawson Sheets was the choice for Charlie and does a nice job. So let's see what the Rams can do here. They got the one goal at 14-18 here in the third. That was Cover scoring for CSU. Ethan Schlam answered for Florida. Now the Rams have it again. Rogers up this way. Gorman setting a screen. Florida switches very well defensively, but they didn't find the cutter there, Jack Rigo. 2-2's a guy you got to have on your radar. Jack Rigo has scored his second of the game. Let's look at the Pinball Jones replay and watch the motion here. Yeah, Rigo left his man, and great job by Ethan Sheik. We've seen him do that a couple of times here in this game. 17 finds that guy 22. Rigo has a pair. Rams back to within 5. We'll see what the face-off does here. Hall unable to get possession. Hootie Kid, Solano, Benitez doing a nice job. That's been a good battle, Benitez versus Hall. Benitez wins it that time. Maybe CSU's defense has a little rush of confidence, been making some stops. There's a flag on the turf, by the way. You might see in the foreground on your shot. No, they don't need it. Schlam just put one through. A delayed penalty was in effect, but Schlam gets the shot off and he scores again. That's number 5 for numero 2. As Schlam, again, not shy about celebrating with his boys. Schlam likes the screen time. And the reaction from Charlie once again, along with his defense. Let's look at the replay here. There's a flag on the field. Schlam knows it because it's just above him. Makes the turn and gets one through. Ethan Schlam has 5. Beautiful shot of the face-off. So Jason showing off on the hero cam, getting you that face-off shot after Ethan Schlam was getting puffy on Kennedy's lens, celebrating his 5th goal of the game for the University of Florida. And then the Gators win the ensuing face-off, and they have possession as you're watching right now. And an unforced error there. Errant pass, and then Schlam couldn't get to it. And it would be absolutely fair to say this very cold wind, the gusts coming through from the north and west, have an effect on some of these errors. Teams trading goals here in the third quarter. Rams scored first at 14-18. That was Cover. And then Schlam for Florida, followed by Rigo for CSU, then Schlam again. And now the Rams have put another one through. And that felt right. Rigo again. So 2-2 getting active at the back end of the second quarter and here into the third. And you see the reaction of Florida. Lachlan Rogers, Jack Rigo talking it out. Max Hall going out there for the face-off. Knuckles with Solano Benitez, and they'll battle right at the midfield line. Can't beat that look. Good battle, but Max Hall comes out with it. He retreats. Will Scott sends it forward. It is intercepted by Ethan Schlamm. Well, neither squad's able to string together consecutive scores in this third quarter. And the Rams would like to continue that until now, or Florida able to get one through. Aaron Lauer with his second of the game. The long midfielder on the Sub-Zero ice cream replay. And look how windy that flag is up top. So that just gives you an indication of the velocity and probably movement on the ball for these goaltenders. And credit the work of Lauer in his shot placement. So Aaron Lauer scores at 6:19. And Benitez continuing to do fine work at the faceoff X. $14 on the board for Florida, and they have possession of the ball. Clouds kind of breaking apart. You're seeing more of that sun shining in. That is a dirty shot. And the celly from Florida. Zach Holleran, the junior. Not much to describe there. Stepping into it near side alley. Holleran coming through and just sends it with the left from the hip. 7-goal advantage for Florida. And the Gators able to scoop it up to get possession here after the Holleran goal. So teams have been trading goals until Lauer and Holleran just scored consecutively for the University of Florida. CSU goals in this third by Cover and then Rigo twice. And here comes Mason Daly. That's Ryan Menard. That has a lot of power behind it. Mason Daly. Wow. Just duck. Get out of the way. Well, that was timely. Needed one of those, of course. Mason Daly as we look at the replay presented by Pinball Jones. Menard shown that where he has the vision all the way up top, and look at wide open Daly. 2 steps forward, leans into it. 433 Mark Mason Daly scores. That's his third. Rams win the faceoff. Ooh, Menard tried to sneak one through there. Near side edge was sealed off right at the pipe by I Am Surrey, and he's able to make the save. Back the other way comes Florida. It's a long pole pushing through. Schlam trying to get the shot off, but forgot the ball. And there he helps out his squad by scooping up the loose ball and maintaining the possession for the Gators. Under 3.5 left here in the third quarter. Florida on the road. First of 2 here on the Front Range. They'll play CU next. Down in Boulder. Ball loose again. Good defensive work. Way to be a pest. Levi Houston doing some nice job. He didn't get possession, but I like the work of 2-9 there, bothering the much longer attacker for Florida. But again, those are those little things that just haven't been going away at CSU. If it's a successful season, Rams get a hold of that ball. Just isn't working that way. Schlam through Bebo, and also a kneeling defender for CSU. That was Johnny Alejo, who was in the way of that shot attempt. Crease roll score Florida again. That'll be Posey's third of the game. We'll get the look from Pinball Jones. No help there, at least not enough in time to disrupt the shot by Justin Posey. So 233 Mark, that guy 16 in the background, scores for Florida. And here is the face-off, and that guy may be the MVP for the Gators. Benitez on the face-off. Flag on the field. Officials pick it up. Trying to get a read on if one of the Rams is actually going to be sent to kneel on the near sideline. No, that penalty's waived off. So we are even strength out there. We have not had many special team situations here today. Nice react by Alejo. Just can't get possession of the ball. Florida operating with their large lead. Up 7, deep into the third quarter. Nothing nifty there. That was a crank and release. Way wide of Charlie. Had no need to even make a stab attempt to save it. 90-second mark, third quarter. 25 left on the shot clock. Ball dribbles through. Charlie makes the save. Levi Houston executes the clear. Now the ball's loose again. Good reaction on the part of Cullen Gorman, doing little things within his role. And then a Gator goes to the turf. Everybody reacts, and you hear the whistles. That's Jake Krieger out in the field. We wish the best for him. Hopefully it's just a little shock, and he'll get back up, and we'll get a look at what happened there. Well, he went to attack Rigo, and then Rigo reacted with some physical play on his own. So it went against Krieger's momentum. So we'll wish the best for them. The Gators and also Krieger, as he is attended to by medical staff here on site. Well, hopefully you're enjoying the work of folks here with Stream Sports Productions. We're in the middle of a long run of home games here being strung together. A good thing Krieger's up now. Just kind of shaking the cobwebs out. Well, he did get nudged from the backside as well. So that's part of that momentum coming forward into Rigo. But it looks like he's going to be cool. Get some knucks from his boys. And rightfully we'll wish for Jack Krieger to get a few more shifts in here today and be just fine. Now who's going to get possession of the ball here? Florida's up on the board. They're leading by 7 with 61 seconds remaining in the third quarter. They've been in command most of this contest. There was a point about 5 minutes left in the first quarter where Colorado State did have the lead at 3-2, but a whole lot of Florida since then. And it will be the Gators who have possession of the ball here with a full shot clock. To the interior, too shallow, bad angle. And now a problem with the trade between Rams defenders trying to take care of the clear. Ball out of bounds, so Florida might get a chance to get one more shot off in the last 12 seconds here of the third. That Schlam, he's wide of Charlie, who may have got a piece of it. And we'll have a couple of clicks on the clock. But otherwise, that'll be the end of the third quarter of play. So the most recent tally was Justin Posey for Florida. Scored his third in the game. That was at 2:33 here in the third. The Florida Gators under their head coach in a good spot there. Jordan Tracy and the guys leading by 7 after 3 here in Fort Collins.
I'm Dr. Freeze. I love science, I love ice cream, and that's why I'm here at Sub-Zero Ice Cream. The process is simple. Choose your cream. Gourmet flavors, you guys have tiger's blood and fresh mix-ins, resulting in millions and millions of combinations. Then it's frozen right before your eyes. Wow! Nitrogen-blasted ice cream creates crystals 10 times smaller than normal ice cream. I can't even see them. Smaller crystals means smoother ice cream. It's fresh, it's delicious, it's science!
Sun peeking out. Across the way, you can see the clouds that are above the foothills as Max Hall wins the face-off and gets a shot off saved by I Am Surrey. I've got 44 degrees at field level. That's just the temperature. The gusts of wind, way chillier, as I'm wearing a beanie and 3 layers underneath an Under Armour coat. You get plenty of that look across the way where the trees are moving around, flags are whipping. The guys from sunny Florida don't seem to be affected, as they have themselves a 7-goal advantage and 16 on the board, and we still have 14 and a half minutes left of regulation play here in Fort Collins. Gators have the ball as well, as now they attack to the north. A shot is wide of the goalie, which I do believe we have a new goaltender in place for Colorado State. We do. So when we get a chance, we'll be able to tighten in on the new goalie for CSU. Eli Goth is in net for Colorado State now here in the 4th quarter. There it is. Nice work. Thanks, guys. We appreciate that. So there is Eli, the freshman goalie from just across I-25 to the east of us, Timnath. Loose ball as the Rams try to get some work done in the attack. And instead, one of the long poles of the Gators able to scoop up the ball, and now the Gators will try to clear, and they have problems. Matthew Shannon getting the ground ball for Florida. We'll give him a little bit of credit. So Goth in net for CSU as Kennedy tightens up the game cam, and we get a look at what the defense is going to do now with a new goalie in place for the Rams. Well, Goth gets a save. Saved by Goth. Here come the Rams, looking to get to double digits on the scoreboard as they make small steps. Mason Daly centers up the attack. Over to Ethan Sheik, who's had some nice assists in this game. Rogers is back there at X behind the cage. And CSU is still trying to get the right personnel they want. Now here's Sheik. You can hear the wind whipping through our crowd mics. And then you can hear that pop as Colorado State has scored from up top. That is a 31 I do not have on my roster that I'll have to fix. Is it 91? Well, that would be obvious because that's Tanner Marsh. And there it is. That's a great look there. Thank you, Jason. So Tanner Marsh scores at 11:31 here in the 4th quarter. The Rams do, in fact, get to double digits. Still a lot of time in this 4th quarter in a game where you can collect goals quickly. First step would have been win that faceoff. That was not the case. Credit Florida, as they now have possession and they set up. Rams scored first in the third as well, but then were outscored 5-4 in that third quarter. Stabbed to the air by the new goalie, Eli Goff. Gators get one through. Does it count? Yes. Ethan Schlamm now has a sock trick. And we'll take a peek. Pinball Jones replay. Schlamm leaves the defender. It's real great ball placement. Goes low to the ankles. And Schlamm, again, has 6 goals in this game now. And most importantly, Florida disallowing Colorado State to put together surges. The Rams have scored consecutive goals only one time, and that was back in that first quarter where Sheik, Hall, Daly scored within 3 minutes of each other to create that lone Rams lead. Goff looking around. Sends it long, and then the ball travels more. Fortunately, Marsh able to find it. When that goes over the top of Lachlan Rogers' head. Now Rogers has to battle 2 Gators and eventually scoops it up. Daly trailing into the play, has to retreat and go get the ball. Seen a lot of that, both squads. And again, we're trying to be fair where there are wind gusts coming through. Menard takes that shot low to high. It's over the top of the crossbar. Rogers back there, and the Rams will keep it. Here's a Rogers. Daly swimming to this near alley. Left-handed shot attempt is wide of Ayam Suri, and Florida's going to go get it. Looks like CSU's going to get more aggressive on the ride. No, Rams will retreat. Under 9 to play here in the fourth quarter. Florida in command, and they've been in that position for quite a while in this game. Gators looking to win 2 in a row, and if they can collect the victory here today, it would be 4 of 5 for Florida. Gator down, Rams around him, whistle blown, possession awarded to CSU. Ethan Sheik across the way. Gorman over this way. To Pons. Well, that's a 1v3 there. Ball down. And Rams scoop it back up. 35 on the shot clock. Sheik with the shot. Far side alley. It is wide. Colorado State will keep it. 26 on that shot clock in this possession. Lachlan Rogers back into your picture. Brian Kubiak defending him. Good job by Florida challenging the shot attempt. That's Matthew Shannon. 11 seconds on the shot clock as Rigo sends it way up top. Here comes Ethan Sheik. Make the turn. Low release, saved by Iam Suri. Ball still alive in front of the crease, and then a whistle blown to stop play. About 6.5 left here in the fourth quarter in Fort Collins. Look at that one flag. That's almost horizontal. The chilly wind gusts have certainly affected what is usually a well-attended event here on campus. The men's lacrosse games usually draw huge crowds. CSU always has outstanding support from parents and folks backing up the Rammies. And then, of course, Colorado is a destination place where you get to play CSU and CU in the same week. Here comes Rigo, and he scores. Jack Rigo on his own puts one through. That's his fourth of the game. So at the 5:59 mark here in the fourth, Jack Rigo scores. Again, that'll be number 4 for him in this contest. 2-2 right there. Walking it off with Lachlan Rogers, his teammate. And the face-off win where Ryan Menard able to get to the ball. And we'll see if the Rams can put together a couple of goals in a row. Nothing there as Tanner Marsh tries to send it from way up top. Five and a half left in regulation. Turnover forced by the Rams defense. Rigo able to get to it. And a timeout called. So a little bit of momentum for Colorado State after the Jack Rigo goal, his fourth just about a minute ago. We'll take the break and come right back for the conclusion of this contest. As you look at the wind whip here on campus in Fort Collins, you're watching the MCLA on Stream It Sports.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
And you don't stop. That wind is brutal and very cold. But it's still fun to be out here on a Sunday. Worst things to be doing here on a weekend in Fort Collins, Colorado. You're watching the MCLA on Stream It Sports, brought to you in part by Soar Supply. Soar Supply is your trusted supplier for industrial, janitorial, facility, maintenance, construction, automotive, and office products, striving to lower customer spending while rising above their expectations. Soar Supply, one of the supporters of Colorado State men's lacrosse, and thus your ability to watch these broadcast productions by Phil Meldron and his talented crew. Rams have it. looking to string 2 together in a row, which has been a rarity in this game. Consecutive goals only happened once in this contest for CSU, and for right now, it's not going to happen as the defense of Florida able to force a turnover. Still balls going to the ground, a lot of errant passes, and certainly it'd be fair to say that the wind and the cold has something to do with that. Rams trying to send a pass to the interior. It's stabbed by one of the defenders for Florida. So teams trading turnovers after the break with about 4 minutes left here in this game. Time and opportunity fading away for Colorado State. A good save there by Eli Goff. Here comes the Rams. Marsh on the far side. Mitty subbing in. Then a stoppage in play. And a timeout called by Colorado State and their coaching staff. We'll stay right here. Look at what's upcoming in terms of our broadcast schedule. We will be here again coming up in just a few days. Next Friday on the 20th. Colorado State will be hosting San Diego State, a Pac-12 battle, the college football reference. And then on Sunday, we'll be here as well, where Chapman will be in town. Both those will be 1 o'clock face-offs. San Diego State on Friday, Chapman here on Sunday. Again, both 1 o'clock right here in this spot. As you look at the schedule, these guys are crafty. They're so good. I'm talking about the scheduling, and they pop up the graphic. In the meantime, well, there's a happy dude, Jordan Tracy, the head coach for Florida. And we get a look at their slate. They play CSU right now, and then I have mentioned a couple times they're doing their Front Range trip. So they're at CU on St. Patty's Day, coming up in a couple of days, and then they'll go back home. SEC battle with Auburn, and then Florida State is how they will conclude their regular season. I'm sure that's nutso. Gators and Seminoles. Florida coming out of the Southeastern Conference as well here in the MCLA. And right now, Gators looking like they're going to claim a 5th victory on the season. CSU after the timeout huddle break with a lot of time on the shot clock, not so much on the overall scoreboard clock. Looking for small victories there. Marsh takes the shot, and it is wide, but the Rams will keep possession of the ball. Under 3 left here in the 4th. High velocity from the top of the slot from Jack Rigo. Here comes Lachlan Rogers. Feeding Rigo, and they just can't make a clean connection there. Ball down. It's scooped up by that long pole. I call out his name, Matthew Shannon, quite a few times. And now we're in that position where you wait for the Gators to operate in the attack area with absolutely no urgency whatsoever. 6-goal advantage, about 2 left in the game. Man down, whistle blown. Looked like an inadvertent trip to me. But then I don't have any National Lacrosse League officiating experience on my resume like some due on this officiating crew. Turnover. Transition. Here come the Rams. I want Rodgers to stuff one in, just for him. Instead, they cycle it around. Here comes Sheik. Saved by I Am Surrey. Rigo, back at X, finds a cutter, stuffs it in. Boy, that's a nice goal. Brandon Krause, the freshman, local kid from Southwest Denver Metro. So Rigo at X finds Krause charging in, and the Rams get another on the board. And we'll look at the replay from Pinball Jones. Here comes number 10 into the picture. Across the momentum of the goalie, Krause gets the goal for CSU. Under 70 seconds remaining in the game after the Krause goal. By the way, that's the second time in the contest. We're way deep and late in this game, but second time in this entire game that the Rams have strung together consecutive scores. So that's a positive. Late, but positive. A lot of season left for these Rammies. Defense has been causing some chaos here in this fourth quarter with Eli Goff centered there on your screen in net. Goff inserted at the start of the fourth quarter. Well, the Gators are celebrating after the behind-the-back score by the big fellow there, trying to get a read on his numeral. How did he get open in that position? Well, Pinball Jones replay. Behind the back, over the hoodie. And Florida able to score. It's possible that was Austin Krieger. Whistle stoppage, clock ticking down here as we're waiting to finish up this broadcast and this game here at Canvas Stadium, just outside the football facility. And that'll do it. So indeed, the guys in blue come from across the country, just arrived yesterday, and able to get a road victory, winning by 6, 18-12. So congratulations to head coach Jordan Tracy, his staff, and of course the guys who executed out on the turf. The Gators do improve their record to 5-3 in this game. They've won 4 of 5 now after consecutive victories at Georgia Tech and now at Colorado State. And they will play the CU Buffaloes down in Boulder in a couple of days. Those guys still more work to do. Colorado State now has suffered their 6th consecutive loss. They opened the season at Santa Clara with a win, 15-6, so a dominant win. But since then, not much happening for them in terms of collecting victories. And they will get together and try to see what they can do as they've got a lot more season ahead of them. Really appreciate the work of the entire crew. We'll call them out by name. Phil Mildren is the boss of the crew, along with Justin Salvia, Rob Spradling, Jason Reshka, Kennedy Wilkerson, Appreciate their work. My name's Marty Serio. Again, final score was 18-12 as you look at the gorgeous shots. Sunny but misleading here on the Front Range. You know Colorado. We got wind and it is freezing. Final score again, 18-12. Congratulations to Florida. More work to do for Colorado State. Our next broadcast production will be on Friday, March 20th, coming up here, where the Rams will host San Diego State. Please join us for that. We appreciate the support of Sub-Zero Ice Cream, Pinball Jones, and Soar Supply, and of course the MCLA. Again, Gators win over the Rams 18-12. We say goodbye from Fort Collins.